I don't think you have time to stop and kind of appreciate what you're doing, you know. Like second the All Ireland win, you know, back in July, you know, you were into your club then straight away afterwards, and we had a good club championship and we're unfortunate enough there, but you know, and it rolls back in again. Then you know, you go back training then with Limerick then kind of afterwards, like, so it's you don't have time to kind of dwell on what you've done. You know, you'll have plenty of moments when you're finished where you can meet up with lads and you know, talk about the glory days. But I think when you're in it, you don't really want to look back and say, wow, we're brilliant, you know, because you won't be long coming back down to earth if that's what you're doing, you know.
We went away to Portugal for a week's training to, I suppose, better conditions than they've been here. We got a nice bit of work done, I suppose, focusing on ourselves mainly. I suppose we had a lot of work left to do after the league campaign, so we've went about that and trying to rectify some of the problems that arose for us. And yeah, we got a lot done. I suppose with Davey in charge, things are the vibe is good, I suppose. Davy's is obviously a character that is known well around Ireland, I suppose, and yeah, look, we're having a good time. We're mixing, I suppose, the hard work with the enjoyment, and we're trying to find a good balance there where we're all working off the same hymn sheet, I suppose. And Davy's bringing a lot of new ideas and tactics to us, and it's up to us, I suppose, to get on board and try to get up to speed and be able to implement all these things that we're working and so hard and training on at the moment to be able to bring them onto a championship field.
As you were growing up, like, it was, once the Munster Championship started, you knew it was summer, and you'd go out the back then and you'd be shouting names who was just after burying a goal inside and things like that. Like, so yeah, that hasn't changed. Like, yeah, it's a bit further forward in the year, but I think last year, you know, the Munster Championship didn't disappoint, and it was kind of round off by an unbelievable final, you know. So hopefully we can get the same again this year.
Where else would you rather be, or who else would you rather be playing? I suppose Limerick have obviously shown how strong they are again this year. They're the team that everyone is trying to catch and bring down, and at the moment we're all kind of in the hunting pack, but look, it's up for one team to try and knock them, I suppose, off their perch. And look, it'll be us the first week trying to do it, and then they'll have Tip and Cork and Clare as well. So look, we're looking forward to all the games, and I suppose the first one is a real big one for us.
They're an excellent side. Do you know, they are. We've only ever gotten really, really tough games off them. Do you know, it was only a couple of years ago we were playing them in an All-Ireland final. They came into the Gate Grounds last year and gave us an unbelievable game of hurling, a serious spectacle. So yeah, they're a serious outfit with some unbelievable players, and we're only going to be looking forward to the test that they bring.
The age profile of our panel at the moment would be 25, 26, 27, which would be, I suppose, the peak years for most players in this day and age, you know. So we're at the age where we want to be, I suppose, getting the benefits out of a lot of hard years training put into the body already, you know. And I suppose the time is now to hopefully go out and do ourselves justice compared to, I suppose, last year where things kind of fell apart for us early on in the campaign.
No one wants to go and train all year round and play 2 or 3 games. You know, you want to be playing as many games as possible. So, like, the fact that you've got, you know, 4 huge Munster Championship games where there's only going to be a puck of a ball between everyone. You know, and if you're off that small bit going into a match, you know, you're going to be turned over. So, like, that sort of pressure is what we love and what we strive for. So, yeah, really, really looking forward to the start of it now.
Their team and their panel is similar enough to ours. There hasn't been much change maybe in the last few years. They've a big strong cohort of a big base of players, I suppose, and yeah, we'd be familiar enough, I suppose, but it's trying to find areas where we can challenge and give them a threat, and I suppose give them things to think about, and that's what we'll be trying to do in training, to implement our own stuff and see where we can go with that.
The strength of our panel is, you know, we take pride in that, and it's not just 26 bodies, it's 36, 37. You know, you saw that last year with the couple of injuries that we had, and it was next man up who can do that job and who can fulfil that role. And lucky enough, we were able to do that because of the strength in our panel, and I think the fact that we back every member of that panel, no matter who it is, you know, it says a lot about us. And it doesn't matter who's in the stands, because the competition and the players that are on the field, they've earned the right to be there.
Limerick play a style that I suppose most counties know now and have analysed and see, but it's still obviously very hard for counties to come out the other side of it, as they've shown by their results. They've 4 All-Irelands now, I think, in the last 5 years. I suppose we've a new manager, we've a new backroom team, and so on, and they're bringing different ideas to how we might have played in the last few years. So look, it's different styles and it's different approaches, and we'll be trying to implement our game plan and try to give them as much problems as we possibly can.